Hi, hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are doing great. I'm Lakshmi. Welcome to my channel, Maths Super Tips and Tricks. In this channel, I'm going to teach the various levels of objective type examinations, especially JEE Mains and MSET. Nowadays, I'm uploading more videos on the MSET. I'm covering the TS and AP MSET regarding the maths with amazing super tips and tricks I'm using. Because in objective type examinations, time is important. Within short time, you have to focus the more number of questions to get the best and better ranks. That is only possible if you know the super tips and tricks. That is only I'm going to use in my videos. If you not yet watched my previous videos, please watch them. Whose links are there in below description. And also some links can be opened by click the I button on the top corner of every video. Is it okay? Yes. So if you not yet subscribe my channel, please subscribe. At the same time, click the bell notification. Then every video notified to you without missing. You can watch it for your better progress. Okay, can you? Hope so can do it. And thank you one and all what may be subscribers for your love and support. Keep it up. What I'm going to discuss in today's session is previous MSET of the year 2020 and the topic is probability. It's a very interesting topic, nothing to worry. Just we have to think about this topic generally. So no need to worry. Already I explained the concept in the previous video. What are the various terminology, what is the concept, what is the various content means, that is a set theory, how you can use, etc. used in previous video. If you not at watch, please watch it. Here depends upon the question. I will explain the tips and tricks. No need to worry. Right. So you can come across the questions one by one. Plus, please read the question carefully, sentence by sentence. Then only you can understand the clearly given data. Okay. Look at this question number 1. Two numbers are selected at random from the set of 1 to 13 numbers. We have to choose how many numbers? Two numbers from the 13 numbers. Totally, we have to choose the two numbers from the 1 to 13 numbers, right? That is first sentence. What is second sentence? If the sum of the selected numbers is even, if the sum of the selected numbers is even, then the probability that both the numbers are odd. In this sentence, there are the two statements. One is selected two numbers sum is even. Second statement, both are the odd numbers. So in this case, we can understand that if then condition is there. If there is if then condition, we can apply the conditional probability. What is the conditional probability? I have explained already. Suppose if you take the P of A by B, this is called as conditional probability. That formula is P of A intersection B by P of B. Maybe we can take P of B by A also. P of B by A if we take, that is a P of A intersection B by P of A. What is the meaning of this one? You have to know first. What is P by A by means? P of A by B means the probability of B is happened. If this is happened, then this is a happened. Means what? If B is given, then A you have to find out. What is if condition is there, that is taken as denominator. What probability we have want, that is taken as numerator. Is it clear? That is called as conditional probability. What is the meaning of this is? If B is happened, then only A is happened. That means, okay, condition, that is if you are qualified in MSET examination, then only there is a eligibility for counseling for taking admission into engineering colleges. Like that, there are some conditions. That is conditional event. Here, what is the condition? If the sum of the selected numbers is even, then we have to find out both the numbers are odd numbers. Here, we have to know two events are there. First, I am taking the event A. Event A, I am taking some event A is a selected, sum of the selected two numbers is even. Sum of selected two numbers even. I have taken some A letter. Before take this one, sum of selected two numbers is even. From the given set of the numbers, you have to know how many even numbers are there, how many odd numbers are there. There are totally 13 numbers are in which how many even are there? Yes, 6 even numbers are there, remaining 7 odd numbers. Because of 1 to 13 starting with odd number, ending with also odd number, that's one odd number extra. Among the 13 numbers, clearly 6 even and 7 odd, you know that clearly. That is general thinking. And also we want the sum of the selected two numbers is even. Two numbers you have to select. What is sum is even. When the sum of two numbers is even? Yes, exactly. If both are even also sum is even. Like 2 plus 4, 6. If both are odd also sum is even. For example, 1, 3. 1 plus 3, 4. Even. That's why sum of the selected two numbers is even. We have to choose 2 are from the even numbers or maybe 2 are from the odd numbers. That is, I am writing 2 are from the even numbers. How many even are there? 6 are there. From the 6 we can select the 2. R means what? Maybe plus. We can select the 2 odd numbers also, sum is even. From the 7 odd numbers we can select the 2 odd numbers, 7C2. This is selection of A. N of A I have written for our convenience. The selection of the sum of the two numbers is even. We can select the 2 are from the even numbers or from 2 of the odd numbers. R means we can take it as plus here. Right. This is about this sentence. What is that? Sum is even. This sentence I used. Okay. Now I am using the both are the odd numbers. Selected two numbers are odd number. That is I am using some letter B. The better letter B is selected two numbers. Selected both odd. Both odd. What is selection? Both are odd numbers means odd are 7. From the 7 you can select the 2. That is N of B. N of B is a selection of both are the odd numbers from the 7 odd number. That is 7C2. Okay, you know what is N of A, what is N of B. Now what do we want? Finally, we want the sum of the, if sum of the selected numbers is even. Even sum of the selected numbers even is given as which letter? A letter. If I said to if, what is maybe if, that should be taken as denominator. Then this both are odd number, that is taken as numerator. Means that in this case we have to use according to the given A, B letters. We want to find out P of B by A. P of B by means sum of the selected numbers is even. If, then the probability of both are odd numbers. What is the formula? P of A intersection B by P of A. Is it clear now? Now we can understand that P of A intersection. Now we want P of B by A according to given letters. What I use renewal. So that is P of B by A we can write P of A intersection B by P of A. P of A intersection B means what we can write? N of A intersection B by N of S. Okay. By P of A means what? N of A by N of S. Here N of S gets cancelled. What is left over? N of A intersection B by N of A. That's why I didn't write here N of S here, because it will be cancelled. N of A intersection B means what? The selection of both A and B. What is common? Intersection means you know that clearly common part. What is common part in A and B? Yes, 7C2. 7C2 is common part. That's why in place of the N of A intersection B, we can write 7C2 is common unival. That is 7C2. Right. By N of A. N of A is 6C2 plus 7C2. 6C2 plus 7C2. Easy way how to calculate. Nothing to worry. Simple way how to calculate, because here concept is important. Concentration, reading the question is important. All these you can come across one by one. No need to worry. So 7C2 how can split it? 7 into 6 by 2. 1 into 2 is 2. By 6C2 we can add 6 into 5 by 2 plus 7C2 7 into 6 by 2. You know numerator and denominator 2 is there. You can cancel out. 7 6 42 by 6 5 is 30 plus 7 6 42. Therefore, this is 42 by 30 plus 42 is 72. You know which is cancelled? 6 cancelled. 6 7 is 42 by 6 12 is 72. Okay, what you got? 7 by 12. Very simple way we can do. Here you have to recognize that conditional probability we are going to apply, because that given that if this is happened, then what is the next one is happened is given. Right. 7 by 12 is which option? It's clearly third option. Right. Let's see the next question. What is the first sentence? 2n unbiased coins are tossed. 2n unbiased coins are tossed. Unbiased coins is also known as fair coins. What we are using? Those are called as unbiased coins. You know, there are the equal heads and tails. If there is a one coin, one head, one tail, like that, there are two n coins are tossed. Okay, right. What is we want? The probability of having the number of heads is not equal to number of tails. We want to find out probability that number of heads is not equal to number of tails. I'm starting this question in reverse order. Suppose number of heads is equal to number of tails. So how many coins are tossed here? There are the 2n coins are tossed. 2n coins are tossed in which there are n heads. You know that clearly? Okay, n tails, equal number of heads and equal number of tails if it has n tails, right? So I am taking in reverse order for easiness purpose. So both out of 2n coins, n coins has a heads and n tails has. Now we can find out the probability that both are not equal. Heads is not equal to tails, but I am taking reverse order. Heads is equals to tails. So what is the selection of first total coins? How many we are tossing? 2n coins. So in each coin has how many events? 2 events. What are those? Head and tail. What is n of s? N of s case is what here? N of s is total number of events in a single trail. Single trail is 2. Total number of trails is 2n. Means total number of coins is 2n tossed. Already, you know, how can you find out number of possibilities when the n coins are tossed? If n coins are tossed, 2 power n we can take. But here 2n coins are tossed, 2 power 2n we can write. 2 power 2n we can write, take 2 square whole power n. That is a 4 power n. This is a total number of possibilities when the 2 coins are tossed. Okay, that's okay. Now I am doing selection of both the heads is same as the tails. Now I am taking the n of a. A is a selection of both heads and tails are equal. Selection of heads and tails equal. So if you choose a heads, automatically tails will be chosen because of both are equally likely events. So there are 2n coins. From the 2n coins you can select the n is 2ncn, contains n heads. Okay, 2ncn is n of a, supported event a, where a is a, what is a? E is a required event, the required probability event when the both heads and tails are not equal. Actually not equal case, what you are doing? First equal I am doing here. 2ncn we can write, you know, NCR formula. NCR we can write, you know, NCR by the permutations and combinations. NCR is a general formula, n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. You know, permutations and combinations application is the most important here. What is NCR? NCR is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. According to this formula, 2ncn we can write 2n factorial by, in place of r, n is there, n factorial into, difference of these two is also n factorial. This is totally 2n factorial by n factorial into n factorial is n factorial whole square. So n of a is 2n factorial by n factorial whole square. N of s is 4 power n. What is the probability that? Probability of P of a means what? Probability that heads and tails equal. Heads and tails equal. That is what? N of a by n of s. Right. N of a is how much? 2n factorial by n factorial whole square by n of s we can write 1 by 4 power n. Right. This is a P of a, that is probability of heads and tails are equal. But what we want? We want not equal. Means what? From the total probability. Means what? We want the here success, but we want failure there. Okay, failure means what we want indirectly? P of a bar. P of a bar is simply 1 minus P of a. Right. That is 1 minus of 2n factorial by n factorial whole square of 1 by 4 power n. Okay, right. So first I taken a successive probability, means both heads and tails are equal, but is asking not equal, means we want indirectly unsuccess, failure. That means 1 minus so and so. What is which option? This is clearly fourth option. Is it clear? So let's look at the next question. What is given here? If A and B are events of a sample space such that A and B are two events in a sample space in an experiment in the sense, and also given that P of A union B means probability of A union B is given as 3 by 4, probability of A intersection B given as 1 by 4, and P of A bar is given as 2 by 3. Then he is asking P of A bar intersection B. This is clearly depends upon the set theory. How it is already I discussed what are the various terminology in case of set theory. Previous video, please watch it if you not yet watched. Even though I am explaining it clearly, no need to worry, right? Here, what is the given data? From the given data, you can understand that union is there, intersection is there, complement is there. So, first of all, from the P of A bar, shall I use a P of A? P of A is 1 minus P of A bar. That is 1 minus 2 by 3 is a 1 by 3. You know, success on failure probability is 1. If you know the success, you can find out failure by taking the 1 minus. We got the P of A. You know P of A how? P of A union B how? P of A intersection B how? What is a P of A union B? P of A union B, you know very well. Yes, what is that? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Here we don't know the P of B, we have to find out P of B. You know P of A union B is 3 by 4. Right. P of A is, you got it, 1 by 3 plus P of B we don't know, and intersection you know 1 by 4. By this one I am taking the 3 by 4 with minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 is a P of B. Right. Now we can calculate what is a P of B now. By the simplification here, right side 4, 3, 4 LCM is 12. Right. Here what is there 4? We can multiply, this is 3. 3 is 9. 9. Okay. Here 3 is there, you have to multiply this is with 4. You know, how can you take the LCM? This is multiply with 4 means minus 4. Plus, you know, this is 4 means this is multiply with what? 3. 3 plus 3 is equals to P of B. By the simplification here, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 by 12 is equals to P of B. 8 by 12 means 4 2s, 4 3s. This is P of B. We have the P of B, P of A, P of A intersection B and so on. Right. What do you want? What do you want? You want the P of A complement intersection B. What is the meaning of P of A complement intersection B? Means which is in B but not in A. Here B is happened but not A is happened means what? From the total B probability, we have to remove this intersection part. Okay, P of A bar intersection B means which is in B but not in A. You know, we can think about the Venn diagram like this. This is Venn diagram. This is set A, this is set B. A, B, okay. What is the meaning of this is A is not happened, B is happened. B is happened only means what? It is here only. So, this part only we want. From this total part, which part is entered into A? Intersection part. From the total B, if you remove this intersection part, exclusively this dotted, shaded area we want. Okay. This is nothing but what? P, A complement intersection B. It is, we can write B minus of A intersection B by applying the probability P of B minus P of A intersection B. That is I am using here. Okay. P of B is what? 2 by 3 minus P of A intersection B 1 by 4. So what is the LCM is 12. 2 4 2 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is a 5. 5 by 12. That is only required probability P of A complement intersection B. This bar is known as complement. It is denoted as a bar or maybe C also. Okay, all these you know very well, but once again you can recollect. There is chance to forget. That is quite common. 5 by 12 is clearly which option? That is clearly first option. Is it clear now? Look at the next question. Just like third question, let us A, B are there. Here X, Y are there. Let X and Y be two events in a sample space such that x and y are two events in a sample space such that p of x is given 1 by 3, p of x by y 1 by 2 and p of y by x 2 by 3 are given, then is asking which of them is correct one. We have to check. To find out the which option is correct one, we have to concentrate what is given that. First p of x is given, I am writing here, that is I am using p of x is given as 1 by 3. Next p of y by x I am using, because of p of y by x, if you use p of x we can use in this one. That's why I am taking the p of y by x first. P of y by x is given as 2 by 3. What is p of y by x? P of x intersection y, p of a by b we can write p of a intersection b by p of b. Same way p of y by x we can write p of x intersection y by p of x. This is a conditional probability. Don't forget, it's very very important. Is a 2 by 3 given. You know already p of x we have 1 by 3. Substitute p of x is 1 by 3 here. P of x intersection y by 1 by 3 is a 2 by 3. From this you can calculate it by taking the cross multiplication here. 2 by 3 into 1 by 3. That is a p of x intersection y. We got it as 2 by 9. 2 by 3 into 1 by 3 is a 2 by 9. So why I use the p of y by x first, you know that clearly, because we are using p of x as well as we are getting one of the p of x intersection y is 2 by 9. P of x intersection y is 2 by 9, we got it as, is there any option? P of x intersection y is given as 1 by 5, not 2 by 9, means what, it's not a first option, right? Now we can concentrate next. P of x, you know, p of x intersection y, you know, now we want the p of y we want. For p of y I am using this one now. Now I am taking p of x by y, same conditional probability, p of x by y, we can write p of x intersection y by p of y. What is their denominator? That is you can take here, and intersection part we can write here. Same here, you see. What is denominator I have taken as by and intersection of x and y. Xy is same as yx intersection. Okay, now already how this is p of x by y is given as 1 by 2 is equals to p of x intersection y we got 2 by 9 by p of y. From this take the cross multiplication. So p of y becomes 2 by 9 into 1 by 2. If you take this is this side, p of x by 2, here 2 by 9. Right? What is a p of y now? P of y is 4 by 9. You know p of y is 4 by 9. What is the option number 3? P of y is given as 1 by 6, not 4 by 9. Means it's not a third option. So first option is not correct, third option is not correct, maybe second option, fourth option you can concentrate. Second option, you know, for the fourth option, what is the second option? X union y. X union y means what? X plus y minus intersection. X plus y means what? X is how much? 1 by 3. Y is 2 by 9 with minus y is where? 4 by 9. 1 by 3 plus 4 by 9 we can calculate with minus 2 by 9. How much? That is p of x in union y I am taking. That is p of x plus p of y minus p of x intersection y. Okay. Therefore, p of x is 1 by 3. P of y is 4 by 9 minus p of x intersection y is 2 by 9. But taking the LCM here, 9 is LCM. 3 is 3 plus 4 minus 2. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 minus 2 is a 5. 5 by 9. Is it 5 by 9? No. 2 by 5. Means it's not at all second option. Means for first option, second option, third option are eliminated. What is left over? Fourth option. That is only correct option. I will show it how it is also. Because somewhere else maybe you may ask this is also you can try. P of x bar by y, how can you calculate? P of x bar by y means what? P of x bar intersection y by P of y. P of x bar intersection y means what? P of y minus P of x intersection y. So that is P of y. P of y is how much? 4 by 9. 4 by 9 minus P of x intersection y is 2 by 9 divided by P of y is 4 by 9. We can understand that 4 by 9 minus 2 by 9 is 2 by 9. 2 by 9 into 4 by 9 becomes 9 by 4. That means 1 by 2. This is actually no need to calculate because already 3 options are eliminated. But for your idea purpose, I explain it. What is x bar by y is 1 by 2. Okay, that is only there in the fourth option. Right. So most probably can save the time. Some options are eliminated, no need to concentrate rest of them in case of in your examination. Here subject wise you have to learn. Subject wise you have to learn. Okay, right? Let's look at the question number 5. What is given here? Let A and B be not mutually exclusive events. What is the meaning of mutually exclusive events? What is the condition for mutually exclusive events? If A, B are mutually exclusive events, the probability of its intersection is 0. Okay. What is the meaning of exhaustive events? All possible events in that experiment is called as exhaustive events. You know there are 2 events only here. So B not mutually exhaustive events. Okay. Especially not mutually events means indirectly probability of A intersection B is not equals to 0 is given. So and also P of A intersection B complement P of E are given. P of A intersection B complement are given. We want the P of B by A. Very simple question, you know. First, what is given here? P of A given as 4 by, P of A is given as 4 by 9. And P of A intersection B complement is given as 3 by 7. P of A intersection B complement means, again, yes, which is in A, but not in its B means what? We can remove its intersection part. A is success, from that probability of A, we have to remove the intersection of AB. That is only meaning of this is given as 3 by 7. You know P of A already you know 4 by 9. 4 by 9 minus P of A intersection B is 3 by 7. From this you can calculate the P of A intersection B is, I am taking the P of A intersection B is right side because positive, and 3 by 7 taking the left side becomes negative. 4 by 9 minus 3 by 7. You know 6 7s 9 7 63. Here 7 4 is 28 minus 9 3 is 27. Therefore, this is clearly 1 by 63. P of A intersection B is 1 by 63. P of A, you know, P of A intersection B, you know, what do you want? P of, what that? B by A. Yes, tell me what is P of B by A? Yes, P of B by A, again you have to use that. P of A intersection B by P of A, right? Already those are ready. P of A intersection B is 1 by 63, that is numerator, that is 1 by 63 by P of A is 4 by 9. So this is we can calculate 1 by 63 into 9 by 4. Okay now? Is it clear? 9 cancelling 63 7 times. 1 by 7 into 4, that is 1 by 7 4 is 28. That's it. This is a data, very clear data. Okay, for that you have to know what is a conditional probability, what is a one is success, another is failure intersection. These are very, very important. You know what I did, you have the questions which are all given in 2020 MCET only. Most probabilities these are repeated. Okay, so what is the P of B by A we want? 1 by 28 is which option? Is clearly second option, right? Now we can come to the next question. Here given that if E1, E top to N are N independent events. What is the meaning of independent events? Those are not depends upon each other. Then the condition for independent events, intersection of all probabilities is the product of their probabilities. That is also you know very well. Suppose A and B are independent events. What is the P of A intersection B? Yes, P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B. Maybe many events are there. All those intersection becomes product in case of independent events. Here simple way I am doing, I am not using all events etc. Simple tricks I am using here. What is that? First you can understand the question. E1 to N are N independent events such that P of ER is defined as 1 by 1 plus R, where R is less than 1 to N because of N events are there. then the probability that at least one of E1, E2 up to N happens. What is the meaning of at least? At least one of the A and B means what? You have to find out indirectly P of A union B. Already I have given the introduction concept in the previous video. What is the meaning of A intersection B? What is the meaning of A union B, etc. Please watch that video. You can follow this one very easily. Okay. 2018 MCET questions I explained in that video along with the concept. Okay, you can watch it definitely. You can follow this one. Most probably I'm using in case of some definitions etc. Concept wise you can refer that. Okay, now we have to find out probability at least one of them is happened means we want the union of probability of E1, union E2 etc. Here there are n events. I am not using all n. I am taking suppose n is equals to 2. Means 2 events only I am concentrating. This is the objective type. We can move any manner. If take n is equals to 2 means what? There are 2 events only enough. E1, E2. If take n is equals to no option is repeated, you have to take care. In the options also, suppose n is equals to, if you substitute here 1 by 3, here 3 by 2, 3, 6, 3 by 6 means 1 by 2, here 1 by 3, here 3, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 2 to 4, 5, 5 to 10, that is 3 by 10, no option is repeated. That's why we can take n is equals to, means 2 events enough. Means what we want? At least P, at least one of them is happened. One happens means we have to take its union. So if there is n is equals to, I have taken trick. What you have to consider? Only 2 events enough. At least I said at least means union. P of E1 union E2 we can concentrate now. P of E1 union E2 means that is we can write P of E1 plus P of E2 minus P of even intersection E2. What are the all these events are independent events means what this intersection becomes into. In next step I am writing P of E1 plus P of E2 minus given that independent events means this intersection becomes product P of E1 into P of E2. 2 events are taken by the assumption n is equals to. You know how can you collect the P of E1, P of E2? Given that clearly P of ER. What is the P of ER given as? P of ER is given 1 by 1 plus R. You want the E1 means what? In place of R you can take it as 1. That is P of E1 is 1 by 1 plus 1 is 1 by 2. P of E1 is 1 by 2 plus P of E2. In place of R taken as 2. 1 by 1 plus 2, 3, 1 by 3. Minus product of these two here. That is 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. That is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 with minus 1 by 6. LCM here. LCM is a 6. Okay. What is LCM is 6? Here 2 3s, 3 2s, 6 1s minus 1. That is 3 plus 2, 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 by 6. 4 by 6 is clearly 2 by 3. You know, according to our assumption n is equals to this value is matched. Which option you can concentrate on the options. We want the 2 by 3 value by taking n is equals to in the options. First option you can concentrate. N is equals to means it becomes 1 by 3, not 2 by 3 means it's not first option. We can concentrate n is equals to here. 2 plus 1 3, 2 into 2 4, 4 plus 1 5, 5 2 is 10, 3 by 10. This is not 2 by 3, 3 by 10 means it is not a correct option. Now you can consider next option. N is equals to 2 by 2 plus 1 is 3. Yes, 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is maybe correct. Maybe repetition is there in another option. We can change the value. Here no repetition. And what is this value? 1 by 2 into 2 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 by 5 this is. Here 1 by 3, 3 by 10, 2 by 3, 1 by 5. 2 by 3 result which option? Yes, it is clearly third option. That is all required result. Okay, no need to move for all events. Look at this question, which is depends upon the what that permutations point. Okay, what that we'll see now. You know, combinations and permutations application is there in probability also. Okay, right? First, you can read out the question carefully. What is given? 4 digit numbers are formed from given digits 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are the 6 digits. we need the 4-digit number. Allowing repetition of given digits. There is a repetition is allowed. That is important point here. So simply, what is first sentence? We want the 4-digit numbers formed from the 6 digits when the repetition is allowed. So that is, I'm taking first n of s. We have to concentrate. For n of s means we want the 4-digit number from the 6 digits. So n of s, in the sense, we can use repetition is allowed when repetition is allowed. When the repetition allowed means what? We can use the 6 digits, no zero also here. Happily you can use all the 6 digits even the first place. First place can be filled in 6 ways. Second place is also can be 6 ways. Third is also 6 ways. Fourth is also 6 ways. So n of s means what? Each place can be filled in 6 ways because repetition is allowed. Okay. So each is 6 ways means you can take 6 power 4. This is n of s. Right. For n of s it's okay. Now what we want to concentrate on the probability, what is asking. If a number is chosen at random, we have to choose the number at a random. From those numbers, what are the form of those numbers? From these we have to choose a number. Then the probability that is exactly divisible by 3. We have to choose that number that is exactly divisible by 3. In case of repetition is allowed, exactly divisible by 3, what you can think about that? When repetition is not allowed, different. But in case of repetition is allowed, divisible by 3 or 6, I am explaining how it is. This font is useful for your combinations also. Suppose if you take the A is a number, so selected number is divisible by 3 when the repetition is allowed. Selected number divisible by 3 when repetition is allowed. This A is even, selected number divisible by 3 when repetition allowed. We can concentrate like this. Repetition allowed case. How many digit number we need? 4-digit number. We need the 4 places. We want the 4 places like this. In case of repetition is allowed, divisible by 3, don't worry about the first 3 places. First 3 places each can be filled with 6 ways. That is quite common for this one. 6 into 6 into 6. But in last place, when it is divisible by 3 or 6 is given, last place must be multiple of 3 only. That one you should remember. In case of divisible by 3, repetition is allowed. Okay. Last place is multiple of 3. Among these 6 digits, what are the digits multiple of 3? 6 is there. One case. Means what? 6 you can fill in one way with 6 digit. Digit number 6. Okay. So in this case, we can understand that this is a calculation is 6 into 6 into 6 into 1 is 6 cube. Okay. This is with filled with 6 because 6 is multiple of 3. And also one more digit is also there multiple of 3. That is 9. So one more case also we can concentrate here. This is one case divisible by 6. And one more case is what? First 3 places as usual each is filled with 6. Because repetition is there. And the last place what I said, it is must be multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 is one more number is what? 9. Only one. That is you can fill it one way with the digit 9. Right. Therefore in this case also we can observe that this is 6 into 6 into 6 into 1 is 6 cube. Total. What is n of a means what? Total number of numbers which are divisible by 3 when the repetition is allowed. This is 6 cube plus 6 cube, that is 2 into 6 cube. This is n of a. This is n of s. Now p of a now. N of a by n of s. It's a very simple question. Try to understand what I am explaining. N of a is 2 into 6 cube by n of s is 6 power 4. 6 cube cancelled in 6 power 4 in 6 times, that is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is simply 2 by 6. 6 cube cancel, 2 is left out, 2 by 6 is simply 1 by 3. That's it. 1 by 3 is our required result. Which option? Yes, it's clearly fourth option, right? Look at the question number 8. 3 bulbs are drawn at random from a lot of 50 bulbs. We have to choose the 3 bulbs from a lot of 50 bulbs. 5 of which are defective, in which 5 of them are defective. Means what? 5 defective, remaining 45 non-defective. Find the probability of event that all the 3 bulbs are non-defective. We have to find out the probability that choosing 3 bulbs are non-defective without replacement. Without replacements, once you can choose, we cannot replace it again. That is called as without replacement. Means what? Indirectly we have to choose the 3 bulbs. Those are non-defective one by one without replacement. Okay. In which how many of them are defective? There are 50 bulbs totally, in which how many of them are defective? 5 defective. So remaining 45 non-defective. Okay, we have to choose a defective. You can understand that. Here defective, 5 remaining are non-defective. You can understand that. We have to choose 3 bulbs such that without replacement, one by one, you have to choose that to non-defective bulbs. What is the required probability? Simply, probability requirement is choosing 3 bulbs one by one which are not replacing. That too from the non-defective. Means from the 45 you have to choose first one bulb. 40 from the 45 you can choose one bulb is 45. C1 means 45 by. Out of 50 is one bulb. 50 C1 is 50. One bulb is chosen from the 45 non-defective. It's not replacing. Now we can move for the second bulb. For second bulb, how many are left over? 44 only left over, because what I removed, that is I am not replacing again. In second case, there are the 45 defectives are there. 44. 45, one is removed because we are not replacing that. Remaining 45 you can choose from the remaining 49. Okay, one bulb is removed means total bulbs are left over 49. One bulb is removed means total 45 minus 1 is 44 left over defective bulbs. This is second case. Now we can start with the third bulb. For third bulb, 2 bulbs already gone. Remaining how many are left over non-defective? 43. So total bulbs are left over 48. This is only our required probability. By this simplification you can understand easily. 5 tens 45, 5 nines 5 tens 50, 5 nines 45. Next, 3 cancel here. 3 threes and 3 ones 3 6, 3 16 say 48. Again it's not gone anywhere. So 44 by 8, 44 you can cancel. 2 20s, 2 8s. Again 2 11s, 2 4s. By taking the calculation of this is what is left over in numerator? 3 into 11 into 43 by denominator 10 into 49 into 4. By this calculation we can get the by product of these 3 3s 9, 9 1s 9. We can get the third option. Try to do it. 1419 by take the product of these 3 elements numbers, that is 10 into 49 into 4 is 1960. We can get. Try to do that calculation part. Just you have to concentrate on the third option. We can find out what this resultant. It is a very simple question. Read out the question carefully. There are 50 bulbs. We have to choose the 3 bulbs in which 5 are defective. We have to choose a non-defective bulbs 3 successfully without replacement. We can take one first 45 out of 45 one choosing 45 by total 50. That is keep it side. Then remaining second case 44 by 49 etc. Is it clear now? This is one of the simplest question. Now can come to the next question. This resultant you can get is 1419 by 1960 by the take the product. Now can come to the next question. It's also you can understand the direct question. It seems question is lengthy but solution is so easy. How it is, an electronic assembly consisting of 2 systems A and B. 2 systems are there. By the testing of those produces data show that by testing those 2 machines, the produces data show that probability of their failures are, machines means what, generally there will be some repairs, failures. Okay, that data is given. Probability of their failures are given as P of probability A fails is 0.2, P of probability of B fails is 0.15, probability that A and B fails is 0.16. Means it is given that probability of A fails, I am not using simply, I am using P of A. P of A is a 0.2, P of B is 0.15. What is the meaning of and A and B means what? Intersection. P of A intersection B is given as 0.15. All these are failure probabilities. Failure probabilities. Then what is asking? Then the probability that A fails alone means what? It only alone means it not enter into B. A fails alone. So you know the number line already I explained to you. This is a Venn diagram. Sorry, Venn diagram, not number line. If you choose a Venn diagram like this is A set, this is B set, A, B set. We want only A alone. Means what? We want only this part. Okay, to find out this part from total A, we have to remove the intersection part. We can remove this part. Okay, that is all we are doing. Indirectly, A alone means it is like this. P of probability of A alone in the sense A alone in the sense P of A but not in B means what? P A intersection B complements means P of A minus of P of A intersection B. Okay, it's only A but not in B means what? From the total A we have to remove the intersection part. P of A is what? 0.2. Intersection part is 0.15. By removing the 0.2 with 0.15 means what? 0.05 we can get it. Okay, this is only our required result. This is alone. A alone. Right. So 0.05 is which option? Clearly fourth option. That's it. Clear? Right. Question number 10. What is there here? E1, E2 are two independent events. Independent events I said. What is intersection of probabilities? Their product. So how many events are there? E1, E2 are two events are there which are independent. And also given that probability of E1 is 1/2, in union is 2/3. E1 is given and it's E1 union E2 is given. Then match the items from the list 1 with list 2. Matching type question. List 1 so on so probability see how to find out which are matched with the list 2. What are those we can come across. So for that, first of all, to find out either in list 1 first A, B, C, D, we have to collect the first P of E1 only we have. We don't know the P of E2 is what, P of E1 intersection E2 is what. So these are independent events means intersection is the product, you know. First I am concentrating P of E1 union E2 is what. So we can concentrate here. P of E1 union E2. P of E1 union E2 is given as P of E1 union E2 is given as how much? 2/3. P of E1 union E2 means what? P of E1 plus P of E2 minus P of E1 intersection E2. In case of independent events, P of E1 intersection E2 is P of E1 into P of E2 in case of independent events. Okay. In place of intersection, I am writing the into P of E1 into P of E2. Okay. That is given as 2/3. What is value of P of E1? You know. What is the value of P of E1 given? 1/2. Substitute here. We can find out P of E2 from this one. P of E1 is 1/2 plus P of E2 we don't know minus P of E1 1/2 into P of E2 is given as 2/3, right? So we can understand that here P of E1 minus P of E2. Yes, here P of E2 this is. Okay, we can understand that P of E2 minus P of 1/2 of P of E2 by taking the LCM here 1 plus 2 P of E2 minus P of E2 by 2 is equals to 2/3. So by this simplification 1 plus 2 P of E2 means 1 plus P of E2 is equals to 2 2's 4/3. What is the P of E2 from this one? So P of E2 from this one is what? Is 4/3 minus 1 is 1/3. P of E2 we got it as 1/3. P of E1, P of E2 we have. Okay, that's enough for our requirement. What is the first A? A is asking the P of E2. P of E2 already we got it as 1/3. So 1/3 is matched which point? Yes, third one. Means what? A is matched to third one. Okay, right. Now you can concentrate P of E1 by E2. Yes, P of A is over. A is matched with the 0.2, 0.3. Right. Now you can concentrate B. That is P of E1 by E2. Yes, what is P of E1 by E2 is what? P of E1 intersection E2, E2 by P of E2. In case of intersection, intersection becomes product. So what happened here? Here P of E1 into P of E2, because those are independent events, by P of E2. So what happened here? P of E2 gets cancelled. What is left over? P of E1 is only left over. P of E1 already is given as 1 by 2. So that is which matched with the fourth point, right? B is matched with the fourth point. Right, now can come to the C. What is C now? P of E2 bar oblique E1. Same concept you can use, but here E2 bar is there. Same P of E2 bar intersection E1 by P of E1. Right, again independent events means what? You can take its product. P of E2 bar into P of E1 by P of E1. P of E1 gets cancelled. P of E2 bar is left over. P of E2 bar means what? 1 minus P of E2 or not? 1 minus P of E2, that is 1 minus 1 by 3 is a 2, 1 by 3. P of E2 is a 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3 is a 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is matched with where? 2 by 3 is in the 1, number 1. Means for C is matched with 1. Like that, I didn't write the options. Options are like matching type is given as so and so. I didn't write the options. While solving the matching type questions, if there is no repetition in the options, we no need to do all. But for your subject understanding purpose, I am doing all. Right. In examination, I am giving this hint for examination point of view. If you face the same question in examination, you have to concentrate on the options. There is no repetition in the options. With one or two cases, then it's enough. You can stop it. Now, but you have to know what is the subject point of view. You can calculate all this. I am explaining. D want P of E1 union E2 bar. P of E1 bar union P of E2 bar means P of E1 bar plus P of E2 bar minus P of E1 bar intersection E2 bar means what? P of E1 bar into P of E2 bar because of independent events. P of E1 bar. What is the P of E1 is 1 by 2. E1 bar means 1 minus 1 by 2 is also 1 by 2. Plus P of E2 bar, already we got it here. P of E2 bar is 2 by 3. Minus product of these two. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. This is gets cancelled. Therefore, this is a 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 with minus 1 by 3. How much that result? So we can concentrate on this simplification, this last step. 3 is LCM. Here, 3 to 6 is LCM. Okay, here what will come? 3 plus 2 to 4 minus 2. Therefore, this is 3 plus 4, 7, 7 minus 2, 5. 5 by 6. That is a D point. 5 by 6 is there in the second point. Like that, you have to match list 1 to list 2. Is it okay? Very simple. So, I am explaining what is a subject. You can understand that, in case of objective, don't think only question to answer. You have to calculate what are the different types of questions. You easily can focus in your public examination. Right? Question number 11. What is given here? Same model questions I did already. Only small modifications are there. First, what is the first sentence? If E1 and E2 are two events of a sample space such that P of E1 given 1 by 4, P of E1 by E2 1 by 2 and P of E2 by E1 1 by 3 given, then P of E1 by E2 bar is asking. For that, first you have to concentrate. P of E1 is given. This is I am using P of E1. I am writing as it is 1 by 4. So now I am concentrating on this equation. This is I'm using it afterwards. First I'm using this equation. P of E2 by E1 is 1 by 3. Yes, what is P of E2 by E1 is? P of E2 intersection means E1 intersection E2 by P of E1 is a 1 by 3, right? P of E1 already have 1 by 4. That is a P of E1 intersection E2 is by 1 by 4 is the 1 by 3, right? By taking the cross multiplication, we can get P of E1 intersection E2. E1 intersection E2 is a 1 by 4 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 12, right? This is P of E1 intersection E2. I use the P of E1, P of E2 by E1. Now we can concentrate P of E1 by E2. What is the P of E1 by E2 given us? P of E1 by E2 is given as is 1 by 2. Again, what is form? P of E1 intersection E2 by P of E2 is a 1 by 2, right? P of E1 intersection E2 already we got it as 1 by 12. Substitute here 1 by 12 into P of E2 is equals to 1 by 2. So 2 to cancel, that is 1 by 6 is equals to P of E2. So we have the P of E2 result, P of E1 result, P of E1 intersection E2 result. Now we have to concentrate required result. What do we want? We want this thing, that is a P of E1 by E2 bar we want. Again same concept. P of E1 by E2 bar means what? P of E1 intersection E2 bar by P of E2 bar. Okay. So P of E1 intersection E2 bar means what? E1 is happened but not E2, means from the E1 we have to remove its intersection part. That is P of E1 intersection E2 by P of E2 bar means 1 of P of E2. We can substitute those values, already all these we have. P of E1 is 1 by 4 we have, right? Minus intersection is 1 by 12 we have by 1 minus P of E2. P of E2 how much we got? 1 by 6. 1 minus 1 by 6. Numerator we can take the simplification. 12 is LCM. 4 3s. 3 minus 1 by 12 is the numerator. Denominator 6 is LCM. 6 minus 1 5. 5 by 6. This is simply 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 by 12 into 5 by 6 we can write 6 by 5. Now 6 2's cancel, again 2 2's, yes. 12 by 12 cancel, simply we can remember it. Cancellation part you can do your own way. Don't think what I'm doing, same process. Calculation we can do our will and wish, but minimize the steps in case of the objective. So we got it as 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is there, which option? Yes, it is clearly third option. Is it clear now? So these are the various questions what I did in today's session are given in previous MCET of the year 2020 on this topic, probability. I hope so you followed very well. If you make sure to enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe. So please watch the video completely from starting to end and try to understand, read the question carefully. From these previous you can understand that all type of models are covered, and also 2018 2019 also uploaded, whose links are also there in below description, and also explain the concept in one few of the videos. You can watch it, those are also very helpful to you. Okay, now conclude this video is here. I will come with new video with new topic. Till then, have a great time. Take care. Bye bye.